Start to the day
at 9 a.m. every weekday morning with
Mahima's Good Morning
Bay.
Good morning
Bay.
आप सभी लोग हमारी तरफ से एक प्यार भरा स्वीट सा नमस्ते
Namaskar.
वनक्कम
Namaskara.
खुशामदीद
Salam.
श्रीकाल
Make Andariki Vandanamu.
जय स्वामी नारायण
जय श्री कृष्ण.
जय जिनेंद्र
हमारे स्माइली भाई बंधुओं को बोल दे या अली मदद.
मौलानी मदद बोलते हैं सारे फीजी मतलब बोलेंगे नीसा बोला बरजन हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के द्वारे मैं से फालतू बाबा
And of course myself फालतू ने लेकर आपके लिए एक और drive time that's going to make it totally exciting and totally मस्तानी बंदू जाने.
टू द बंजन ऑफ कोर्स आज का टॉपिक मतलब टॉपिक क्या है आज तो शो है गुड मॉर्निंग बे मंडे है 321 days you know father this reminds me of my school days there used to be two buses going to my from my home directly to the school. But actually, let me take it back. Only one bus is to go directly from my home to school.
Oh, really?
Right? And everything else, I have to take 2 or 3 buses.
Wow.
Yeah, गरीब लोगों का ऐसे होता है फालतू नहीं. And don't be surprised and all.
2 or 3 buses. I've never come across 3 buses. I know 2 buses. I remember.
2 but 3 buses if you run fast and pick cash out of what. You know, you got to run faster. And it'll get 3 buses invariably faster. 3 buses will take you faster. What?
That hurt.
What?
Oh, so you're trying to say. I remind you, Alta Baba, I was an athlete. Okay, now I've gained all this weight, but I used to be an athlete.
No, talking about the fact that you don't know about bus travel at all. No, India में गरीब लोगों को कैसे मालूम होता है ना? You will not know all those things, right? So I'm not talking about running now. But the point I'm making, Falta, is we should take 2-3 buses, right? It used to be like, 3 buses would be faster compared to 2 buses. But if you take the one bus, it's the best of all the things. But it only comes once in 2 hours.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Once in 2 hours.
Yeah, it's called express
But why
bus.
are you talking about that?
Because it reminded me of the bus number 320.
Oh, God.
321 days sheltering in place Palsadi. It happens, Becca. Baby, but I don't let me tell you what's happening on the roads. Let's take a haul. आप लोग मिलेगा अभी सस्ते में with our traffic.
It's time for the Bandu traffic update. Call us from wherever you are at 408-912-2479.
I remember the guy who I think voiced the commercial of ours. His name was Alex, right?
Yeah.
Alex God. Only once he came.
He was just an intern with the chat. Hey, but he used to work really well with me.
Yeah, but he only worked for 1 month, didn't he work only for 1 month?
No, he worked for 6 months.
6 months he did, okay. Only person who worked with her well was that guy.
Yeah, that's true with the chat. He used to really help. Hey! What the heck do you mean? Yeah, because everybody else was spoiled by him.
Not spoiled.
Spoiled. This guy will take them out for chat, take for this, that, and half the time work never used to get.
Building Falto. That's
BS.
called how you get people work with you, not to stay with you.
We don't get paid ourselves with the chat, and then our Alta Baba is going and paying $90 for breakfast bills. Oh my goodness.
$90.
Yeah.
Never was $90, please.
Okay, fine. It's all right. Okay.
19, okay. 19 I understand. Not $90, Falto.
Whatever ours. Okay, continue, Alta Baba.
Okay. But the traffic ke kya batao main haal traffic is total zero traffic on the roads. But Jan, thank you so much everybody out there who are actually following the protocols of sheltering in place very strictly. Really appreciate it, Jan, because there's no accident report on the roads. For some reason, I don't know why. Anyways, the weather-wise, if it looks kind of looking cloudy outside, we'll try to burn up the clouds by 1 o'clock for sure. Thoda bahut hum log on air ho gaya na, so that 15-20 minutes it'll clear up automatically. But it'll come back to cloudy, thing in the evening for sure, Faldoni. Probably might have some showers tonight or tomorrow. Definitely there's going to be showers. And also Wednesday. But after that, Faldoni, we should plan the weekend because it's going to be some weather all the way Thursday to Sunday, Brajan. It's going to be sunny all the way. Sign of clouds or rainfall only.
Wow,
but I don't know about the next weekend. Next weekend is supposed to be 14th, supposed to be May, I think, but not 13th. I'll tell you why I'm talking about that in a few minutes for sure. लेकिन अभी के लिए आपके ट्रैफिक का कुछ भी आप मेंशन नहीं है बजान तो बोलिएगा thank God, namo Shankara, thank you so much for actually giving us traffic which has no accidents report right now. Right, Faltoni?
Yeah.
And a nice song from the movie called Kedarnath. I've not seen the movie. Have you seen the movie?
No.
I think introductory movie of Sara Ali Khan, right?
Yeah. Was this the one? Yeah.
Wasn't this the one?
Yeah.
A nice song in the voice of Amit Trivedi and music by him himself and lyrics by Amitabh Bhattacharya Barjan.
तेरे जाप के बिना
Monday always सोमवार है Barjan.
चले ये सांस किस तरह
शिव जी का स्पेशल डे है.
मेरा कर्म तू ही जाने क्या बुरा है क्या भला तेरे रास्ते पे मैं तो आंख मूंद के चला तेरे नाम की जोत ने सारा हर लिया तमस मेरा नमो नमो जी शंकर
Oh, check out Sara Harle Thomas Mera Father. People don't know the meaning of Thomas. You know, they think they
Yeah.
know. Madhujan, we're going to talk about this week for sure, Madhujan. If you don't know all these words, the meaning of the words, we'll try to make sure you can know about these things. Very nice way of saying all the bad taken away by the light of Lord Shiva, I saying. Very nice lyrics by Amitabh Bhattacharya. Madhujan, this is for me again, Kedarnath. A movie starring Sushant Singh Rajput, right?
Yeah.
सृष्टि गणम से भी पहले तेरा वास था ये जग रहे या ना रहे रहेगी तेरी आस था क्या समय क्या प्रलय दोनों में तेरी महानता 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 सीपियों की ओट में मोतिया हो जिस तरह मेरे मन में शंकरा तू बसा है उस तरह मुझे भरम था जो है मेरा था कभी नहीं मेरा अर्थ क्या निरर्थ क्या जो भी है सभी तेरा तेरे सामने है झुका मेरे सर पे हाथ रख तेरा
And of course, Bhajan, that was your Gane Akida for now. Joe, फिर से बजेगा before we leave the studio, Bhajan. You know, I know what you want. You want to know what's happening with the news, Bhajan. Yes, you want to know what's on the headlines and everything, Bhajan. So directly, we're going to jump into the news for you guys. Faltani, what's today?
Well, Alta Baba, dozens of former Bush officials are leaving the Republican Party.
Why?
Calling
Why?
it a Trump cult.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they're dismayed by a failure of many elected Republicans to zone Donald Trump even after his false claims of election fraud sparked a deadly storming of the U.S. Capitol last month.
You know, I'll tell you one thing, Faltani. Trump actually, no matter how much people say about it, he actually is good for America because the two-party system is not working out here. There's going to be multiple parties coming up right now.
I have a feeling that's what's going to happen.
Because there is like 50 million people in America actually support Trump's values and everything. So there's going to be a party coming up with that way. And then there's going to be people who are going to be Republicans. There's going to be Democrats by split up also. You never know. Liberals. Because Ocasio is going to come up and people already having power struggles with her.
Let's not talk about liberals, Alto Baba. I think it's more progressive, and I think a progressive agenda is good. Anyway, I'm not going to force my opinion down anybody's throat. But one thing for sure is Trump is organizing. He's calling it Make America Great now. It's supposedly Save America Party, or something like that. These who are leaving the Republican Party, some who served in the highest echelons of the Bush administration, said that they hoped that a Trump defeat would lead party leaders to move on from the former president and denounce his baseless claims of the election fraud. But with most Republican lawmakers sticking to Trump, these officials say they no longer recognize the party that they served. Some have ended their membership, others are letting it lapse, while a few are newly registered as independents, according to a dozen former Bush officials who have spoken with Reuters.
Well, I think here's what is, Banjan. If you don't know about that, Trump actually has a stockpile of money with him, which actually is, which is actually attracting all the politicians.
$30.9 million as of December 2020 they
Whatever, he
raised.
has a lot of money with him though.
Yeah. Former US President Donald Trump's unprecedented second impeachment trial takes shape this week, Bunjan, as Democrats outline their case and Trump scrambles to prepare a defense amid disarray on his legal team. He is due to file a response to the impeachment charge on Tuesday, but replaced lead legal counsel over the weekend. His new team, led by lawyers David Schoen and Bruce Castor, will have just just over a week to get ready before the trial begins on February 9th. Even so, Democrats seeking conviction on one count of incitement of insurrection face an uphill climb. They must convince at least 17 of the US Senate's 50 Republicans that Trump is guilty of inciting supporters to attack the US Capitol on Jan 6th in an unsuccessful attempt to prevent Congress from certifying Democrat Joe Biden's victory in November's presidential election. 5 people died in that chaos, if you remember.
My goodness.
Trump actually has also parted ways with the lead lawyers that were working on his defense for the Senate impeachment trial. A source familiar with the situation said, leaving Trump's legal strategy in disarray. So now he has appointed new people, like I mentioned already. Why did he part ways? You will need to find out by going on MediaMahima.com. We'll share this news story out there. Let's give you a little bit of a look into what's going on with the coronavirus. January was by far the biggest pandemic month in the United States, with 95,000 COVID-19 deaths reported. Now concern is growing that the country is in an, quote, absolute race against time, unquote, as one expert put it, to contain international variants of the virus, hard because current vaccines could be less effective against them. Still, there are some glimmers of hope. More than 30 million vaccine shots have been administered across the United States, and hospitalizations are at a low not seen in 2 months. In China, a team of World Health Organization investors now has months of Chinese influenza data that might contain vital clue early spread of the virus. Do you have an update for us with regard to local?
Oh, yes. If, Barajan, we talked about it a few minutes ago. In fact, the rate of increase of new cases has still stayed at around 6% statewide.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get data for you guys on the county part of it, because right now the website seems to be frozen for some reason where we get the data from. But then let me tell you the one thing is that we had around 3,200,000 and something cases, right, of COVID, and California has administered 3.5 million of vaccine already. In a way, good. In a way, need to work on it, because overall, if you look at the deaths due to the virus, we're on the rise, 1.2% increase.
Correct.
So as of today actually, we've had around close to 500 people who died from the virus. Tests are still going on. If you feel you have to check on your tests and everything, please go check it up. You can actually find different resources. We also post a few of them on our news blog, MediaMahima.com, for you guys to go get checked. As to Santa Clara County, the rate of increase of new cases is still around 0.5 to 0.6%. There are around 500 new cases coming up every day.
Yeah.
You got to be mindful of that, Banujan. And similarly, if you want to check out the Alameda County, where all Bandhus actually listening to us right now, asked us for a specific report from the county to share information on that. Even there, we have close to around 0.6% increase in new cases and 15 new deaths, unfortunately. We'll give you information as to where you can actually get vaccinated. They are opening up different tiers right now for the vaccination. But speaking of tiers, we are in the purple tier as of now, Baljan. Please do not try to see, business is opening up, let's go party. I don't mind. Wear masks. 6 feet distance, very important. The only county which actually has dropped down to a level of substantial or orange or red, whatever you call it, right, Fadhrani, is the Trinity County actually. Apart from that, there's also the remote areas have opened up, but Santa Clara County, Alameda County, the Bay Area region, LA, everything is still in the purple tier. So you got to be very, very careful about staying healthy and staying safe.
Also, let's tell you a little bit about the fact that US patients are actually scrambling for appointments to get their second COVID-19 vaccine dose. Now, this is not the first alone, Binjam. As the number of Americans ready for their second COVID-19 vaccine shot grows, some are falling through the cracks of an increasingly complex web of providers and appointment systems. While many people are getting the required second doses, the process is taking a toll on some of the most vulnerable, older adults who in many cases rely on family members or friends to navigate complex sign-up systems and inconvenient locations. Available vaccines need to be given as 2 separate doses weeks apart, and confusion is further taxing an already challenged system. For example, Houston's health department on Friday told those seeking a second dose to be patient, saying the volume of calls was creating long wait times at its call center. Practices vary. Seminole County in Florida schedules follow-ups during the 15-minute observation period after people get their first shot. New York's Onondaga County holds off on scheduling second appointments until days before the shot. So I think in Santa Clara County, Banajan, they do actually schedule your second appointment while you're in the observation period. And if you have already got your first vaccine, then kudos to you. But there is a call out to all bandhus that we'd like to do, Bandujan. One of the communities that has been highly disregarded but is highly vulnerable for the COVID-19 vaccine, the disease itself, the novel coronavirus itself, is the disability community, Bandujan. And they have been left out. In California governor's plan, he has completely forgotten about the disability community.
Yeah.
And they've been sidelined completely, as if it really doesn't matter that they get the vaccine or not. While healthcare workers for the disability community are being given the vaccine, it's ridiculous to protect the disabled community. It is ridiculous that the disabled community themselves have not been prioritized for the vaccine. So there are calls going out. If you'd like to find out more, we're going to post a graphic, an infographic on mediamahima.com. Please make calls to the governor's office and please sign these petitions that we are sending. In fact, as part of Pragnya, even Alto and myself have signed petitions for the governor to be able to really prioritize vaccine distribution for the disabled community. So if you are somebody who can advocate for the disabled community, then please go to pragnya.org or please go to facebook.com/Pragnya for Autism to get more information.
And of course, Bhajan, they say that give people the due what they do. I really want to, at this point in time, recognize the Santa Clara County. And many people actually criticize the county for being very strict and everything. Yeah. But they have been very proactive in administering the vaccines. And in fact, they're taking the lead in terms of covering close to 190,000 people already. So that's really a huge number compared to Alameda County, which still is a snail's pace right now. And it's not a race, I know, but still it's that you got to appreciate the work they're doing. They are trying to do whatever they can. It's a new thing. They've never happened before. It's going to be like a mass thing they got to do. Be patient, Balajan. They're actually coming in. They have already registered 3.5 million doses for a population of 30 million. 10%. We need to get there. In there. Just hang in there.
Right, Banajan. And of course, this is how is the pandemic affecting all as well, Banajan. It is in terms of school, a lot of children are also suffering, while at the same time in Chicago, teachers unions are refusing to allow teachers to go back to work. Like basically, Chicago teachers appeared headed on Monday for a strike or a lockout over their latest dispute with the third largest U.S. school district after two sides failed to reach a deal on COVID-19 safety plan, even as they vowed to keep talking. The Chicago Public Schools late on Sunday told parents of 67,000 pre-kindergarten, special education, elementary and middle school students who were scheduled to attend in-person classes on Monday to keep their children at home after it could not reach an agreement with the Chicago Teachers Union. The district, in a letter to parents, said it hopes to hold in-person classes for those students on Tuesday. So if you want to get more information about that, you can go to mediamahima.com. And speaking of that, many workers called back by employers resuming or expanding operations despite the ongoing coronavirus pandemic now face a dilemma: return to jobs that put them at high risk of the virus, or say no and risk going without pay or unemployment benefits. President Joe Biden argues that workers should not have to make that choice. An executive order that he signed on his second full day in office can make it easier for people to qualify for jobless benefits if they quit or refuse a job that puts them at undue risk of infection from the coronavirus. More than 18 million Americans are drawing some form of government unemployment assistance. This order actually asked the U.S. Department of Labor to clarify to workers that workers who refuse jobs due to unsafe working conditions can still continue to receive unemployment insurance. So you could get more information about that again on mediamahima.com. President Joe Biden will be meeting with 10 moderate Republican senators on Monday to discuss their proposal to shrink his sweep $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief package, even as Democrats prepare to push legislation through Congress without Republican support. So we're going to see if there's going to be some bipartisan work that's going to happen here for the benefit of the average American. there are a few people who've been named for the Nobel Peace Prize. U.S. voting rights activist and Democratic Party politician Stacey Abrams has been nominated for this year's Nobel Peace Prize for her work to promote nonviolent change via the ballot box, a Norwegian lawmaker said on Monday. In the meanwhile, former White House senior advisor Jared Kushner and his A.V. Berkowitz were nominated by a friendly attorney on Sunday for the Nobel Peace Prize for their role in negotiating 4 normalization deals between Israel and Arab nations known as the Abraham Accords. More on that, again, you will find later. Now, what are we gearing up for? We're gearing up for a Super Bowl season, Banajan, in the sense that is it the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? They're going to be playing Tom Brady again. This time is again at the center of all the attention. But what's more scary is the fact that there is a triple threat of the pandemic, politics, and hometown crowds. At the stadium and behind the scenes, security officials in Tampa are bracing for a daunting range of political threats to the Super Bowl this year, from COVID-19 and domestic terror attacks to unruly crowds cheering on their home team. So if you want to find out, it's not just about the fact that people are not just riled up about Buccaneers versus the Chiefs, but people are also riled up about what happened with the elections, and people are now security is being beefed up.
Bottom line, people are riled up.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what they need to do, Fazwani?
What do they need to do?
Take a deep breath.
And let it out.
This too shall pass. See, when we had Trump, you know how much of a pressure it was on people?
Yeah.
Then in 4 years?
Yeah.
Even this probably will, and don't worry about it. Take a deep breath and relax and be nice to people for a change. Come on, smile.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, in some international news, Myanmar military seizes power and detains elected leader Aung San Suu. Now it's military rule in Myanmar, Banjan. And also, our bandhus who are on the east coast, there's a major storm barreling towards New York City and also parts of the northeast. 20 inches of snow could fall on Midtown.
Wow, 20.
Yeah.
Is it like too much? 20 inches? Is it too high?
It is.
It's like 2 feet.
Dude, 20 inches.
2
Like,
feet?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's a lot.
Less than 2 feet.
It's a lot.
Because I don't know. I've never been in the East Coast. How much is generally, if you want to say, heavy snowfall?
Well, it depends. Each season is different. Like when I was in DC, I never saw more than about 6 inches of snow,
Oh,
or
but
maybe about
like in
maximum a foot of snow. I
Like-
never got snowed in.
like places in Tahoe and all, we heard news about 2 feet snow and all stuff. That's
Yeah.
because the mountains, you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, this is actually in the plains?
Yes, Midtown.
Wow.
In Midtown.
Well, watch out, Bandujan. If at all, is the case, let me know. I'll come and I'll learn ski lessons there. It's easier for me to learn skiing on a flat as opposed to a slope.
Some tech headlines, Vanjan. GameStop shares shorted the fall by over half in a week, according to S3 Partners. Facebook is going to be prompting users about personalized ads ahead of Apple privacy changes. Ford and Google are joining to offer cloud-based data services as well. News from India, Nirmala Sitharaman, Finance Minister, presented the Union Budget 2021. The top takes are that there is a 137% increase in the budget outlay for health. 35,000 crores laid out for COVID-19 vaccine, relief for senior citizens, but no change in income tax slabs. Time limit for reopening of IT assessment halved into 3 years. There's a big boost to affordable housing in India, and FDI cap on insurance sector into 74%, although there has a cut of 17% to tourism in India as well. And Farmers Union in India have announced something called a Chakka Jam on February 6th. Minister Tomar flags budget provisions and appeals to them to think positively rather than blocking the road. So there's going to be a nationwide traffic jam apparently on February 6th. And this is a sad story that's coming out, Banajan. There is an Indian cruise ship that has been stranded off of the China waters, and China is not giving any form of indication whether they are going to allow them to unload cargo or not. The fate of these 16 Indian sailors of a cargo ship remain uncertain, as China remain non-committal about whether their own would end.
I hope there's somebody like Salman Khan in Bharat in the particular cruise ship. He'll find a way, for sure.
Oh wow. Apparently this is the second ship, Alto Baba, to suffer
After
such a fate.
1980?
I think
In
so.
Bharat, they showed, no? Salman Khan, he does that, right? His ship gets stranded by Somalian pirates.
Yeah, but that wasn't it like a Japanese sport that it
I
happened?
have no idea, Falwani.
Well, we'll get more information about that, Banuja, and we'll share this on MediaMahima.com. That's all we have time for in this morning's Good Morning Bay. We'll be back tonight, live at 5 on the Pam Pam Show. Till then, have yourselves a magnificent, safe, happy Monday.
सृष्टि के जन्म से भी पहले तेरा वास था ये जग रहे
Bandajan, this is your darling Faltu Rani, and let me tell you, Bandajani, that all these beautiful tracks that you're listening